welcome back to day 3 of our Dragon Eye project. Did you ever wonder where dragons come from? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Either way, in our world here, they come from eggs. We're going to hatch our dragon egg to be able to reveal the Dragon Eye. So this is going to be part 1 of a 2-day mini project within the project. So we're going to be creating our own dragon egg. Today we're only drawing it, so no need to color anything in today. That's going to be for next class. Now if you do finish your dragon eye, or your dragon egg, apologies, you finish your dragon egg a little bit early, or you just need some more time for your out of class time, don't forget that last class we were working on that practice dragon eye and practicing like various color gradients and whatnot with our oil pastel, really getting that practice in. So that can also be worked on today too. So if you get done with the egg early, work on coloring in that practice dragon eye with our color gradients. And please remember, it is a practice one, so I'm giving you permission to fail. What does that mean? Well, it means that I'm not looking for perfection out of you. I want you to explore and try things, and sometimes that can be kind of scary because it's like, well, what happens if it doesn't turn out? What happens if it doesn't look good? Fantastic news. I love this. Now you know not to use that for your final one, right? Or maybe you try something and you're thinking like, well, this is not going to look good. But you try it out and you're like, ooh, I actually do like this. Also, fantastic news. Love this. Now you know you should use that on your final one. So remember, when it comes to, oh, where is mine? It's up here somewhere. When it comes to this, play around with it. Have fun. You have permission to fail, which means I'm telling you, I want you to try things, even if you're not sure if it's going to look good or not. This is the place to try it out and to explore, so that when it comes to your final one in a few class periods, you know which techniques you want to go for, which colors, and all that fun stuff. Okay, enough about that. Let's talk about this egg already, right? So you are going to be drawing a dragon egg. Well, what does that look like? It's a great question. I don't actually know. I don't even know anyone that does know. So you get to kind of be creative and make it up. In fact, if we look at our brainstorming ideas, we can get some ideas here for like some thoughts on what it might look like. You know, kind of the premise is that our dragons are kind of scaly, so maybe their eggs would be too, or like the ones over there, maybe they look more bumpy or almost like some sort of a rock, or who knows. Another thing that I wanted to show you too, if I go down one more in our slides for today, there are also, for those of you that want like really step-by-step, this is exactly how to make this exact egg. Feel free to click on any of these links. These are all linked to videos that will show you like step-by-step, here's how to make this particular one. But I know, oh, and then there's just some fun ideas up there too. I know a lot of us like to kind of get creative and make our own, okay? So for today, all you need, white piece of paper, pencil with an eraser, ideally. So we are not coloring our dragon egg today, we're simply drawing it. Lots of texture, lots of patterns, all that fun stuff. So let's begin, shall we? First and foremost, I would make it pretty nice and big. So I'm going to orient my paper. We call this portrait, where it's up and down. This is landscape, portrait. Mine's going to be portrait. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to draw my egg, you know, as big as I can. So by having it that way, I can really fill this paper nice and large with my egg, give me more practice space for coloring it in. So if we think about the shape of an egg, it's kind of like an oval. So if you like look at the shape of my face, it's kind of like an oval, right? Except for it's going to be like more pushed together on the top. So drawing very lightly. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm holding my pencil back farther, not holding it here and pushing down really hard. Holding it back farther. I'm just kind of trying to see if I can get that egg shape here. Feel free to turn your paper if needed as well. I know that our wrist kind of only goes in certain directions, so sometimes by turning your paper it can give your whatever it is you're drawing a smoother look. It's not quite as disjointed. I think I need a little wider on the bottom. So good thing we're doing this in pencil first, right? Alright, that's looking pretty good. Kind of hard to see on there, but I will make it darker momentarily. Okay. Can you guys see that? It's like right there. Alright. Now, as far as what are we going to make this look like? Well, we've got all kinds of ideas. Maybe, and it doesn't have to be like all the same pattern. Mix and match as you want. So maybe I start on the top and I start by making kind of like some U shapes. Like this, okay? And then I kind of come in between like that. And maybe every time they get a little bit bigger as they come down. They could, right? Another thing that's kind of fun to do too. So right now you can see I'm making a pattern, right? And it's all kind of within the egg. If I wanted to give my egg a little bit more of a 3D look, watch what I can do. I can come outside of the egg and kind of continue that shape towards the outside of the egg, and it's going to make your egg actually look more three-dimensional then. Let me try it with some other shapes for you guys too, so you guys can kind of see that a little bit more. So maybe I'm going to do this towards the bottom. So let's say on the bottom of my egg, I'm going to make it almost look like a leaf pattern. So notice they're not symmetrical by any means. They're not all exactly the same. Just kind of making a leaf pattern here. And then, so that would be staying within the egg. But what if I kind of bring it out and I make the egg shape itself, you know, so it's got dimension to that outer edge as well. Now once again, we're not necessarily making this symmetrical, so I can kind of create that how I want. I might try to get the same number though. Okay, and then this one comes outside of the egg. Ooh, that's kind of fun, isn't it? Okay, what else could we do? Maybe these U's transition into V's. Once again, you could do more of each pattern and bring that out. I'm just kind of trying to show you guys a bunch of different things within one. Okay, so, and maybe, actually, if I want to show you something real quick here. So I could also, if I do my V's, where they connect like this, it's actually going to make like a diamond shape. Do you see how, like, where they connect? Now we've got a diamond shape there too. So you could also do that, and I'm going to bring this kind of out. Again, I like the idea of having kind of a bumpy 3D egg. Oop. So that the edge is not smooth. Kind of fun, right? Ooh, man, sometimes that highlight from the computer screen is a little bright. Alright, let's see. Some other ideas. Maybe this transitions into like a big old leaf that sticks out. Like that. Maybe it comes over like this. That's kind of fun. Maybe within here. So we're going to use that same kind of idea of like a upside down U. You know, here it's a right side up U, but let's do an upside down U to almost make like a rainbow shape. Concentric rainbow shapes like that. And then maybe it comes, maybe there's another one over here. And maybe where they join, they make another mini rainbow in here. And you can see how I can just keep going with that as well, right? Maybe I want to have some bumps. I kind of liked some of them that looked like bumpy. So maybe we've got some different sizes of some circles. Another big one there, big guy here, fill it in with some smaller ones, maybe even some are connected, like that. So I'm just going to keep on going with this. I might repeat some of these, I might do everything, every layer like a little bit different. I don't actually even know, I don't even have a plan right now for what this is going to look like. I'm just going to keep going with it and kind of see what happens. Part of the fun, right? So anyway, our goal for today is going to be to draw this nice, big, lovely dragon egg. Just as a heads up, for next class, we're going to want colored pencils, because since these are a little bit smaller shapes, the oil pastels get a little tricky in really tiny areas for doing color gradients. So we're going to get a little practice doing color gradients with color pencils as well. So make sure you have those for next class. And then also, don't forget that once you're done drawing this beautifulness, that you can also continue working on that Dragon Eye practice sheet and see what you're liking as far as color gradients for your final once we get to that point in a few more class periods. Okay, these are going to look amazing and I can't wait to see them. So let's get to work on that. Here we go.